It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. It is pre-anniversary jitters.
You getting a little nervous?
I am very nervous because knowing my luck, this has been a memorable anniversary week.
Hasn't it?
It's been, I'm going to tell you something, not for nothing, but what a bunch of pits I've been eating this week. We've been struck by lightning twice. We've had our backup in the sewer system.
Literally.
We have all sorts of rain and pain, and I mean, you name it. The sound of NN went out. The new quarter NN went out. Shows disappeared. Jackets disappeared. I've been fighting with everybody, and my dad in Puerto Rico is sick.
Well, today's going to be a great day.
I'm here.
Paul is here. It's Travel Thursday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We've got our sexologist, Dr. Stacey Friedman, with us. Paul's got a guest coming in from Sandals. We've got Sandra coming in. We're kicking off the weekend, right? We're
Now,
rolling into
I
our
didn't
party
even know
tomorrow.
Sandra was coming.
Yes.
I knew Paul was coming. I knew Doc was coming. I didn't know Sandra was coming.
Sandra's coming. No better way to have a sexologist than with Sandra.
The funny thing is that I thought that bringing in the sexologist would sort of make things a little bit funny, because I know this is a funny guy.
Yes.
So I said, let's add a little funniness
It's
to
gonna
this.
be great.
But man, what a week I'm having.
We're gonna have
Literally,
a
they
good
said
time.
lightning does not strike twice.
No.
Wrong.
Twice it does.
It hits twice. We've had twice, 2 outages, 2 Comcast visits, and and then literally yesterday, we're cleaning up, and I said, "What's that smell?" And everyone looks at me. Hector takes out the garbage, and I look at you. What's that smell? And you say nothing.
We heard the sound of
I heard
air.
this hissing coming through the air vents, and then I had this smell. What is that? No one says anything. Dan comes in. He says, "You smell that?" They were cleaning out the sewer pipes across the street and right through the men's commode onto the ceiling. Just saying, it has been a literal storm.
Literal?
Literal storm.
She's beside
I
herself.
cannot even say the word, but it has been one of those stormy days.
And then the funny thing is that we had a great guest on
We were running on
yesterday.
remote today, but we're on app, can't do that.
We
gotta
can't. You had to
check
reboot
out.
everything. And even that computer, I thought we lost it. It came back. The funny thing is, we had yesterday some of the chips and everything. We had tacos yesterday from a new friend of ours
Remember
to the
the
show.
name?
Oh.
Don Chapo.
Here,
Don Chapo.
there you go.
It's Don
We
Chapo.
went to a meeting with Don Chepo last week.
Is it Don
Chepo's-
Chepo or Don Chapo? Oh, Don Chepo.
Don Chepo. He called it El Chapo through the entire meeting.
And I had to apologize yesterday on the air. And my co-host here, instead of saying, Freddie, that's not it. I kept saying it. And the chef was a great friend. He's looking down, and he corrected me one time. He says, "This guy's just a moron. Let's just go with it."
But we've got the chips and salsas still out. The tacos were spectacular. They were so good.
They were.
So check that out at Don Chepo's Taco Shop on the corner of Southwest 18th Street and Powerline Road in Boca. It is in the Boca Point Plaza. It's such a great taco shop. We're going to be there live on July 2nd. So Paul, maybe you'll join us on July 2nd for Taco Tuesday.
I like it.
Tomorrow, of course, is our 3-year anniversary party. We're going to be live at Crazy Uncle Mike's in Boca Raton. It is on Federal Highway, just north of Yamato. You can't miss it. We're going to have some fun. We have a lot of people RSVP to come, Freddie. I'm thinking upwards of 60 people.
You think anybody's showing up?
Depends on the rain. Because how good the cake is. Because J&D Cakes is doing our 3-year anniversary cake. We're going to be picking that up tomorrow. They are the winners of Cake Wars 4 years ago. So that cake is always spectacular. We'll see what they say. You know what they say.
What do they say?
Eat cake. So
Let 'em eat cake?
Eat cake tomorrow.
Now I got a text message from Giovanni's father-in-law, Bararo.
That's close.
Bararo.
Bararo.
I can't say that. Bararo.
I'm not even Spanish and I can say it.
That's Italian. They're Italian.
Bararo.
They're mobsters.
Isn't
There's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, what do you
What?
mean?
Bavaro.
Yeah. Bararo.
Bavaro.
Bararo.
Can you go va?
Va. Can you?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't say Varo.
Bavaro.
Bavaro. I have to call out because we were knocked out the day that we made this announcement. The guy was watching. So I said, you watch today. I'm going to open up with it before we get to Paul. Bavaro's Pizza Napoletana and Pasteria. And they are in, where did I go to see Gio? They're in Tampa. Are they in Tampa? That wasn't Tampa. I guess it was. St. Pete. Then St. Pete, Tampa downtown, Tampa International Airport, and Winter Springs. But this place, you want to check it out. It is an absolute delicious Italian. You like Italian food?
Yes.
Like Italian food?
Absolutely.
This guy is so Italian
How Italian is he?
that when they serve the food, it's on a boat. It stepped right off the boat.
Italian.
Right?
Gondola.
Gondola. Now you remember, everybody that came from Italy, there's an old joke. Everybody from Italy, his name is Tony. Right?
Tony.
Tony. You know why?
That's because that's what they heard when they went to
Going
Ellis
to New
Island.
York.
That's right.
Is that why?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because they asked these guys, where you going? I'm going, Tony. Tony. Is that your name? No. Tony. That's all they said was Tony. I'm going to New York.
I got a story.
You tell me.
Up until 1997, my last name was Vattiat. I grew up as Paul Vattiat.
Bettiat.
When did you add the O?
1997, I went to Ellis Island, and I went through the ship logs, and I saw my grandma and grandpa coming through, and I saw the O that had been dropped. And then I went into the Sicilian, in Italy, the phone book, and Vattiato was the name, and I legally had to change back.
Really?
Oh.
You ever find out why they changed it to begin with?
Didn't hear it?
Was that what it is?
Yeah, I mean,
So you bought a vowel?
I
You like
did.
Vanna White.
I paid $100. I have $100 for the vowel, and I also put our name up on the thing.
That's I got a
It's a neat
similar
story.
I got a similar story. I got a similar story.
Yeah.
Santori is spelled with an I, right?
Yep.
And apparently, if you look up my Santori family in southern Italy, we owned from sea to sea all that land because apparently we were royalty. And I don't even bring it up because people make all these jokes about that. But the funny thing is, I met a guy from Italy. He says, hey, Santori, you know, your familia is a papao. Papao. I said, what the hell is that? Bunch of gangsters. I said, really? He says, yes, they were involved in royalty and everything else, and they were not good people, and they chased you out of the country.
Wow.
So apparently they changed our last name from an I to a Y. And it's a true story. So they went to the island. What's the name of the island in New York that they just redid?
What, Sicily?
No, in New York
Ellis
City,
Island?
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island.
They reopened it.
Yeah.
Brand new. Put all this money in. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And in there, it has the correct name with the Y. Santori.
Okay.
When they came over. It's a true story.
Everyone's
But
got
you know,
the
when you were
story.
telling me your story about the trials and tribulation of the week, you know what went through my mind?
What? Did I get hit by a bus?
No. 2 death cards.
Did you hear this story?
No.
I wonder if Suzanne's coming tomorrow. We
I
should
hope
ask
not.
her.
I hope
Is she
she's
coming,
scared.
Paul? Have you talked to Suzanne? Watch out.
Come a little closer to your
She
microphone.
left me a message. I'm going to give her a call.
See if she's coming
The
tomorrow.
only one who seems to be able to contact this woman is you, Mr. I got all the great cards. We were doing these card reading things, and she was on the air, and she turns to me and she says, if you pull the death card, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, you're talking to me? She says, if you pull the death card, it doesn't matter, but she's looking right at me. So I'm saying, what the hell? I don't pull one, I pull 2.
Death cards?
Yes,
Death card.
and there isn't 2 in the deck.
They
Now
gave
you go.
They gave birth for you.
She says, oh my God, I've never seen that. So I says, am I dying
I was
twice?
gonna say, what does that mean?
Never, not even once.
And these people
I'm not
here,
even driving in the car with you.
I don't even drive in the car with me. I run along the
I
side.
think we should leave now.
It's things ending and new beginnings. Has anything ended in a new beginning for you? Has anything changed?
Are you serious? What kind of question? Look at the week I'm having. We got hit by lightning twice.
I saw the
Does that mean that it's
pineapples.
going to happen a third time?
They say lightning doesn't hit 3 times, but I was also told you can't get
Yeah.
divorced twice either, and that didn't work out too well.
How's that going for you?
Not too well.
3 times the charm.
Now, I will be wearing that shirt in honor of my son tomorrow, and it's going to be brought to you by Mr. Barao, who took us to a beautiful dinner this place.
Pineapple shirt.
I'm going to have the pineapple shirt, and I'm going to also have Father's Day. I was given the Beatles socks.
Wow.
Wearing that
So I'm going to
tomorrow
be
also?
wearing that as well. I'm going to look like a real kooky monster tomorrow. So, lightning's coming, baby. Bring it on.
All I can say is, Karen, I need that dress, please.
Are you going to wear that dress?
Which one?
I don't know. The real nice one. You talk to Karen. It's got to be elegant.
Talking to Karen, the orange one. I need to go with your pineapples.
Are you going to be in orange?
Well, you're wearing pineapples, and there's orange.
Karen, I need an orange hat.
I'll
Beat the
check in
Riddler.
with
I
Karen.
thought you would say a yellow submarine.
Say hi
You-
to Faith Washington.
Faith, how are you, dear? Faith Washington show tonight?
Faith Washington show tonight at 7 o'clock on WNN. We've got a great lineup tonight at NN.
She has a spectacular guest tonight. I was reading up on her.
6
Yeah.
o'clock, we've got Becky and Boca. Then, of course,
You should be there.
6:30 is the new location for the Gen G show. And she's got a great guest coming on from the Air and Sea show at 6:30. 7 o'clock is the Faith Washington show. And then at 7:30, a new show is starting called Kita Unleashed. So she's going to be doing her debut of Kita Unleashed tonight at 7:30.
Dawn is so proud of this piece because she's producing the whole. I don't know anything about anything on this thing,
You
but I know
ever?
tonight. Well, sometimes I do, but this one tonight is all you.
I know.
And
It's a
Genji
whole
sent me
nother
this
women's empowerment
sent me
piece.
this piece on vets that I have to send to the radio
For the
station.
Air and
It's
Sea
really
show?
yeah, it's really a touching piece. It's really I mean this is gonna be some lineup
Great
tonight.
Thursday night lineup. So tune in to 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, all tonight. I don't know who Becky has coming on, but it's
I
always
never know who
different,
Becky's
some
gonna
fun.
have on. Yeah.
So today's Travel Thursday. We've got Paul in the house. Our phone line set up.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Call us in.
994-4995. Give us a call. We've got Paul, so always call Paul. Paul, thank you. Apparently, you booked Kim's not honeymoon, but anniversary
I
celebration.
did. We did. We are going. I don't think it's a surprise. I think hubby knows, but they're taking a.
Well, he knows now.
He knows
Say we
now.
both-
Yeah.
It's a different Kim.
Going to Hawaii.
Does your phone have ears?
Bye.
Yeah.
Going to
They're going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
This time of year, with all the weather changes, is Hawaii a safe place not to get hit with a harpoon? Not a harpoon, a typhoon, a siphon, whatever the hell it's called.
I looked under my bed for a great white last night. I'm not saying to go anywhere.
Did you see the great
You
white?
see that picture?
Yeah. What an idiot, though. He's trying to pet it.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you pet a tiger? You lose fingers, right?
That's when you get called lefty.
Did you see that little kid that was on the beach up in North Florida,
Yeah.
almost getting impaled by
Yeah.
that umbrella?
Yeah.
Is that insane? And the kid just walks away. Talk about being watched over.
I tell
That
you,
kid
the whole
definitely-
world's upside down.
Honestly, but who films that?
Well, did you
Just
see?
by- Just by happenstance, the parents had a camera on the kid, and this umbrella comes flying, misses him, and the kid just keeps walking away.
Well, didn't you see that whale that came out of the ocean, right?
Yes.
And they're just petting the whale, petting this 16-ton animal that if he opens his mouth, he'll eat the whole room.
The boat. He eat the boat. Are you
But
kidding?
why are you petting a freaking whale? I don't understand people. Oh, look, it ate my arm. I was petting the whale with my right arm and ate
Shark,
it.
not a whale.
No,
Shark.
No, this was a whale.
Great white shark.
No, but this was a whale. This guy's petting the whale.
Oh, nice.
And this thing was huge.
Why didn't the guy run, leave? Why was he next to a whale?
Because if a whale came up to you, you wouldn't pet it?
But if you go into sandals in the Bahamas, you can pet the pigs.
You can swim with them too.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do they feed these pigs? Because, you know, when a pig is hungry, it will eat almost anything.
No, they are fed.
They are fed.
Yes.
It's
In the ocean, in the
vegan-
salty water.
What do the
Well,
pigs
they
eat?
have their own private little island.
They got an island?
Pigs
Yes,
have their
that's
own
where
island.
that's where they are. They're going to be.
Oh, I
on
thought they
one of
were in
those-
the ocean.
Well, they do swim with you in the ocean, but they're on their little beach. It's their private
Really?
little beach.
Pigs
yes.
have their own beach.
Yes.
And what do the pigs eat on the beach?
They
Are
eat
they vegan?
hot dogs, but they're chicken hot dogs.
They eat
Oh
hot.
my God.
They eat hot dogs.
I would have
But they're
said pork,
chicken
but I
hot
guess
dogs.
not.
How, they,
It's
how,
not. That might
how do
be
you fit a
appropriate.
chicken in a hot dog? All right, so hold on a
We
second.
don't want to know.
Hold on a second.
Paul, let's introduce your guest first of all.
Paul, I must ask.
Yes.
Have you ever raised pigs?
Yes.
You have.
I haven't raised them, but I've been to pig farms.
I raised pigs when I was a kid. My
They're
father
not
had them
friendly.
in Puerto Rico.
They're not
They are
clean,
vicious.
and don't get too close to them.
And if you eat, when they want to eat, they will eat anything. I mean, they were taking the bark off the cages, and we had them in these pens, whatever they call them. They were eating the wood. When they get hungry, man, watch out.
Oh, these pigs don't get hungry. They're very well fed.
They're eating chicken hot dogs.
So they're friendly pigs.
Yes.
Well, remember,
And
at
very
Sandals, everything is everything is paid for. All the drinks, all the alcohol. So
It's free.
they sort of order room service, and it's brought out to them.
Paul, who do you have with you
I want to be a
today?
pig.
I want to be a pig in your island.
Exactly.
I can't believe the pigs have their own island.
I have a really special guest, a really new friend. Tanya Paello is the development manager from Sandals for our area and beyond. And how many years? 25 years?
I'm going on 24, correct.
24 years. And
Paello?
Pies. It's butchered, but it's okay.
How do you spell it?
Paez.
Paella.
And that is what?
It's Latin.
It's Latino?
Yes, it is.
You're from where?
I am from California.
Well,
but
that's
my
very
husband
Latino.
is Latin.
Where's your husband from?
Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. All right. Very cool. The DR.
Pigs?
No. It's funny because when I lived in New York in the Heights, there's a lot of
Oh.
Dominican friends that I have up there. So
Good
I
people.
never heard that last name before. I'm a little.
He's
Zoom
almost
back.
speechless.
A little
I've
bit.
never seen him. Well, I don't understand.
I have that impression on people sometimes.
Have you ever seen him like this?
No.
Well, I'm absorbing the fact that you have Dominican blood in you, and I've never heard that last name.
Yeah.
With the last names today seem to be another
Fluent.
wonderful week we're having this.
Fluently.
But you know what's funny,
Fluently,
Stacy?
yeah.
You were just asking me about these cups.
Right.
Right?
They're adorable.
And Clara loves your story about the pig. So Clara Hill from Clara's Thingamabobs is who made these thermoses for Freddie and I in the Brooklyn Cafe TV. So if you were looking for these thermos mugs, check it out. I love the name. It reminds me of Little Mermaid. You know what the song she sings when Ariel sings, I got thingamabobs and all that? I always think of that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That's how I remember things.
Thingamabob. What the hell
You need
is
to
that?
watch Little Mermaid.
It's one of
You
my
need
favorites.
to watch one of your favorites, right?
Absolutely.
Little
Everything
Mermaid?
goes back
Yes.
to a Disney movie. I'm
It-
just
it's-
saying, it's always about Disney.
It's funny because my co-host here never watches television. She was telling me that for the first time yesterday she watched a TV show. You want to tell me what it was?
I watched this show called In Between. I never watch TV because by the time I get home, I got a lot of work to do. But I was too tired last night to actually do any work. It's called In Between, and it's about this woman who's got a gift, and she sees spirits when they're in between
Oh, I
this
saw
world
that. Yeah.
You
and,
saw that?
See
Yeah.
and the
that.
afterworld, and then when they're stuck, and she helps release their souls into where they need to go afterwards. It's pretty interesting.
It is, but I bring it up because I had this vision about being on a cruise ship, heading to Sandals.
That would be the Titanic.
No, it wasn't the Titanic this time. though.
Women and children, watch out. Freddie's coming.
But I wanna talk about now. You take cruises to Sandals, or do you fly over?
You would fly in.
You fly in.
can.
Can take a cruise then?
Yes, you can.
I'm interested in the cruise aspect
Okay.
of this thing, and the reason is because if you notice what's happening in the news, a lot of planes they go up and they come down when they're not supposed to. So I would like to,
Cruise over there?
cruise. Yeah, I feel more comfortable closer to the earth.
All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about cruising. I still want to know where the island of the pigs is.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
And give us a call. 888-994-4995. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with Travel Thursday. See you in a few.
I can't get.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact purewavenow.com for your consultation. Pure Wave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. purewavenow.com 561-965-7777.
Hemp Boca. Products of purest natural ingredients and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use Hemp Boca products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market, made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness, and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp Boca. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.
Travel and cruising, and we're back.
And we are back live at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Hear that word? Live.
Yes, we are live.
Live.
All
We
week
have
we've been
internet. We are
struggling.
back up and running. We are live again. Thank
Oh.
you to Comcast and
Yes.
no lightning at the moment. So
At the
fingers
moment.
crossed.
It's still early.
Fingers crossed. We need our stones. Someone asked me the other day why we have the crystals on the table.
That's a special crystal.
That's what
If
my
you look
answer.
deep enough in this crystal, you will see your future.
Don't do it again. Don't say it.
No?
No.
Okay, I'll leave it there.
You can say it now. You have to say it.
All right, let's get to Paul because we need to cruise.
Okay.
We're
I gotta
going
get
to
the hell out of
sandals
here.
today.
Let's go to
Look
sandals.
at the hat.
That's your
See?
sandals hat?
Where
That's
is
my
the
sandals
island
hat.
of
What
Pigs?
is- I'm-
It's in Great
He looks like
Exuma.
he's on vacation.
Great
It's
Exuma.
it's part of the 700 islands of the Bahamas.
700 islands.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
1,
don't
2,
even
3.
script it.
Really?
That's a lot of islands.
Yes, you didn't know that.
And the pigs have one?
They have one little island for themselves.
Can I have one?
Well, I'm sure that can be arranged. I
Are
don't
they
know with
regular
who.
sized pigs or are they smaller?
No,
pigs?
they're actually very large pigs.
boy.
Sometimes they have the little piggies.
Would they were brought into the island or they were always
I
been
really
there?
don't know the story of how they got there, but that's a really good way of figuring out. I'll probably check up on that.
And if you want to know the answer to that question,
Hey,
you have to book
can
with
we
Paul
have
and get
one
over
of our
there.
fact checkers check the island of Exuma, P or Hector, and look up the pigs.
Well, I'm wait.
Exuma.
I got just. I'm
He knows.
confused. I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Yes.
Sandals. I always talk about sandals. It's a place of romance, a place for love, a place for lovers. You go there
Yes. Get divorced.
and you want to be with a pig?
It's
come
an
on.
adventure.
How many times do you swim with a pig? I mean, I know friends of mine, guy friends, not women. Guy friends, a bunch of pigs, but not a real pig. And we have a doctor on set today, a sexologist professional.
I know Dr. Stacy.
Do you
Because-
know Dr. Stacy went to Sandals on her honeymoon?
Well, I know. Did you?
I
Yes.
did.
Well,
Yeah,
I
know.
also.
Did you?
That was 21 years ago.
Well, you have to go back. You
Well,
you swam with the
somebody
pigs. You got to go with another. You got to go again. So anyway, but I wanted to talk about because you get these cruises, you get the free stuff, you get to try it all out. is it true that when you do these trips, you end up getting married and coming back with children? There's like this love connection going on these islands. I
Baby
heard.
moons?
I don't know. It's something's going on, and if you go down there and you're looking for love, it sort of attacks you.
Well, would you go and buy a car without a test drive?
Yes,
Such,
You
I
would.
have.
such a boy brain.
I have. I bought a truck one time, Paul.
See,
You don't
when
want
we
to know.
do the weddings at Sandals, we say you got to try it on.
Really, you got to try the
Right.
wedding.
So you
on.
have your test drive and you come down and you check it out. And then if you like it, we'll go ahead and we'll send you back
Okay,
over.
so walk me through this test drive
Sure.
for a wedding. What do you do? What happens? You get there and what happens?
And then you meet one of the wedding coordinators.
Okay.
And they will walk you through the entire resort, show you the different spots where you can get married. You try the different type of cakes that we have available, the different type of cocktails, if that's what you prefer. And then you get to absorb what that resort's all about. You get to eat the food, sleep in that bed, touch it, feel it, everything.
That's the bed you're going to use when
No,
you...
well,
have the
not
babies.
necessarily.
I'm-
I'm sure they will find another one for
Doc,
you.
I'm just asking the
I'm
question.
not going in that one.
Could be.
It could
Could
be.
be.
Now, is this the place that has the huts on the water and all that you
Yes.
talked about?
Yes.
It does.
We have the over-the-water suites.
That is unreal.
And it is insane. Insane. It is something that I've never seen before. It's absolutely gorgeous. You have a glass bottom floor where you can literally just be sleeping on the bed and looking at all the marine
That's
life
what
underneath.
That's what I need in
It
my
is
life.
absolutely
Now, the only other
gorgeous.
place that I know that has that is the Bama Bama Booma
Bora
Booma
Bora.
Bora Bora.
I think Ricky Watchy and the
Bummer.
glass bottom boats.
What was that?
Bora Bora.
Bora
Bora
You're
Bora.
so funny.
That's because she's as funny as I am. But Bora Bora is on the other
Watching it all
side,
day long.
on the other side of the world, right?
It takes like 2 days to get to.
It takes you
Maldive
2 days and
Islands.
$75,000 just to say hello to Mr. Bora Bora.
Correct. And you have Jamaica that's an hour and 45 minutes away, and it's 5 minutes away from the airport, and you are in your very own over-the-water suites, or if not, you can go an hour and a half away, and you are in your very own.
Are those
over-the-water
real
suites as well.
huts?
No, they're kind of like little homes. They're actually probably the size of my house. That's how.
They're big.
Yes, they're huge.
And there's like 8 of them, right? Because I counted.
We have 12
12 now.
in Sandals South Coast, and we have 17 in Montego Bay.
Really?
Sandals
All glass?
South Coast. Is that
Sandals
Jamaica?
South Coast is in Jamaica, on the southern part of the island of Jamaica.
How many people? If you've had that many thousands of square feet, you
It's
can fit
for
more than
two.
two.
Stay on your mic.
That's for two.
It's for 2 people in love.
2 people for all that room?
All they
All
need
that
is a bed.
room.
Well,
all
you've
that
got a
room.
glass bottom boat. You can just on the
It's
floor
like
and
water
just
on
look
the
at the
floor.
But
turtles
they have
and stuff. What
they have
have
a
you.
soaking tub. They have lounging outside.
There's a soaking tub inside the hut too?
It's right there on your little balcony.
You didn't go to this, did you?
It is
I
absolutely
actually
amazing.
saw it last year, and I said to my fiance, when we have the money, that's where we're going next.
So you're not married yet?
I got engaged in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My
Awesome.
condolences, but
No, it's a good thing.
it always is.
Dr. Stacy and her
Yes.
fiance can do this trial honeymoon then at Sandals, a trial wedding. You
Sounds
can go.
good.
It's how many days, how many nights that people can go try it
For the test drive is 2 nights.
for the test drive. Any location?
Any of the locations you prefer?
Which one would you want to try?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Either or.
Can you
we were
try
actually
both?
just in Montego Bay last year, so maybe we'd do. You said the Bahamas, or
We
where's
have
the other
in
one?
Nassau. We're actually located in many of the islands of the Caribbean. So we're in Jamaica. We are in Antigua, St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados. We're in Nassau, Great Exuma, and in the island of Providenciales.
Holy smokes! Oh, so you got sandals all over the place
Absolutely. Why
with
not?
these glass bottom huts things
We're
too.
in 3 locations with the over-the-water
Okay,
suites.
tell me where those
The
are.
locations are Sandals Royal Caribbean in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Okay.
We're also in Sandals South Coast on the southern part of the island of Jamaica.
Okay.
And we're also in Sandals Grand St. Lucia in St. Lucia.
Do they all offer the same type of
Absolutely.
things?
Yeah, it's all luxury. And let's, besides what we're talking about with Sandals, let's say you have little ones that are going to
You're
be
gonna
part of
always
a
mess
blended
this thing
family.
up, but okay, go ahead.
Always bring your families a little
Always
bit.
bringing the little
No,
ones.
you
Leave
gotta go
them
back to the
home, man.
beds, trying out the beds. That's what we were talking about.
No, we have beautiful children's programs.
Absolutely.
No. We want the families to come. We want grandma, grandpa. We want to make the 2 families unite as one. And we have beaches. And beaches are in
3 destinations. We have them 2 in Jamaica, in
took 'em
Sandals,
days.
Beaches Ocho Rios in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and in Negril at Beaches Negril in Jamaica. and also in the island of Providenciales, Turks and Caicos.
Holy smoke, you guys are going everywhere.
Caicos?
No, I can't even.
Turks and Caicos is gorgeous.
Yes,
It is absolutely breathtaking.
That
I
is
always
what
heard.
I
I always thought it was 2 islands.
It is.
It
Turks
is.
and Caicos.
That's what I thought.
Well, there's Grand Turk, which is where most of the cruise lines actually go and they dock. And then you have Providenciales, Turks and Caicos, which is where we're located.
And that's a smaller island,
It's
and
a
it's more
smaller but
secluded.
very unique.
Now, when you're in this, I don't even know what a Wonderland. Do they have like night activities? It's so funny. Night activity.
Absolutely.
Hey, you're on your honeymoon.
Well, take it easy, because you just brought the kids now.
I know.
Now you
You
brought
just
kids.
brought the kids in.
Grandchildren. If you were to get remarried now, you have the
So
grandchildren.
you brought the kids. Yeah, I mean, look at
I'm
this
out
one.
of it.
You
bringing
know
it.
that bus?
So the kids are going to be there. The reason I'm asking is, what are the kids going to do besides go on the beach? What else is there for the
Oh
children?
my gosh, there's tons of activities. We have a surf simulator in Turks and Caicos.
Oh, I see
You can
that.
go snorkeling. You can do the glass bottom boat. There's kayaking. There are water parks. Every single one of the
Oh, you
beaches.
do have water
Oh my
parks.
gosh, yes.
You see,
I
didn't know
had a
that.
ball at these.
Oh, you had a
water
ball.
parks. Absolutely.
You get to go to all
I'm
of
a
these
kid.
adventures.
I go to every single one of them.
24 years with Sandals.
Correct.
It has to be an incredible company to work for if you're still with Sandals.
I don't work for sandals. I live with sandals.
Even better. She lives with Sandals.
It takes a woman's mind to do things like
20,
this.
24 years, that's a long time.
I've been married 28, and 24 has been working, living with sandals.
That's remarkable. Do you have a favorite island or a favorite resort?
Favorite country?
Well, I have 2 children, and I love them both the same. One for one thing and another one for the other. I have to say that right now, out of all the sandals and beaches, I am actually in love with the beaches with Turks and Caicos, and I am absolutely, totally head over heels over the island of Barbados, Grenada, and South Coast in Jamaica.
Really?
And I would think at different stages along your career and along your life, there are different locations that probably speak to you more, right?
Correct.
So before you had children, there might have been one island.
Absolutely.
And when they were little, there might have been another location, and now they're older, 24 years, 28 years married, you probably have older kids.
I do.
So it's probably a whole nother set of islands and different experiences when you bring older kids with you.
That is
Or
correct.
don't bring them with you anymore.
Here's the thing about Sandals. If you go there once, you're going to go back. And if you go back one island, you're going to go to all of the islands. And there are people that have, 125 trips?
Absolutely.
125 times to go into Sandals. I mean, that is how good it is. I mean, there's
125?
Yeah.
Yes. Our repeat ratio is
That's amazing.
it's incredible.
It is
The
incredible.
percentage is just enormous.
Now, one of the things that is happening in society nowadays is that you get these families that get together.
Blended families. Yeah.
And I can see if you want to do something out of the box or something a little bit different, it's just like that movie, Blended. You go to these places and you have so many places to pick from that everybody gets a shot at this thing. I could really see that working to make blended families uniting closer, right? I mean, it's like a journey, and snorkeling in itself is a journey.
Yeah.
Going away with your family means you have to plan activities. When you're at Sandals or beaches,
It's all
the
done.
activities are already there. You can just say go if there's a kids camp or they have an activity. You don't have to plan anything as the parent. And that has to be a huge relief.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's all paid for.
Well, that's the other thing. So I wanted to ask you, what are some of the cost structures in the days of going to Sandals or beaches? What are some options that we have, Paul?
Well, besides having the water sports and all of the activities that are there, the nice thing about Sandals is if you don't know how to do it, there are people there who will give you the instruction so you can learn how to do it.
Absolutely. So,
So-
let's say, for example, scuba diving.
I would love to do that.
Well, scuba diving is free at Sandals.
I'm just terrified.
As many as you like, as much as you like, any day of the week.
But they teach you and get you certified?
You can do 2 things. You can either get there with your own certification, or you can pay for your certification once you're on
So they'll
property.
certify you.
Absolutely. They'll certify you, and you can go scuba diving at any of the Sandals and beaches as well.
I think
We
that's
take you
cool.
on the Go Pet the Great White Shark trip
No,
after you
no.
get certified.
You see, that's what terrifies me, because I went snorkeling in Hawaii and I saw all that stuff down there, and that's
It's
out of here.
It's, it's entering another world. Just even snorkeling, it's entering another world and getting out of your comfort zone. And, you talk to a lot of the millennials today, it's all about adventure and experience. I mean, they don't go there and just lay in the sand. I mean, they go there and they are active. And
they get off their phones and they actually have an activity and enjoy
And they
it.
speak to each other.
What
Correct.
about,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Talk to each
it's that
other.
lost thing where they speak to one
I
another.
agree.
Lost art of conversation.
You know, it's funny that you say something like that. I remember many years ago, we went to Beaches or Churrios, and I would tell them, no, my son doesn't eat tomatoes. He just doesn't eat tomatoes. And then one morning I come over, and he's eating tomatoes. And that was phenomenal because since he had all those options there, it was just a matter of he started picking on it, and all of a sudden now he eats tomatoes. So it's a great way of actually exposing your children to different type of meals as well, because they can choose, and if they don't like it, oh well, get another one.
All the food is included.
Everything.
All your activities are included. Your lodging is included.
Correct.
The water sports are included. The kids camp is included. The water parks are included.
I
Everything
think the
is
list of not included is
alcohol, all premium
All
brands.
premium
It's included too?
Absolutely.
Specialty restaurants, Chopped Steakhouse is probably one of the
Seafood
finest
restaurants.
steakhouses.
It's included.
It's included. Absolutely.
I can go to Chops and it's included. And I can have steak and lobster.
Absolutely, and then you
Shit.
can go to the next restaurant and have another meal.
All
This
the
is worth it for
lobster you
that.
can
Just need
eat
room
in
for it.
season.
Well, you go on a diet for 3 weeks, 3 months, and then you
Exactly.
do this thing.
And then you bring bigger clothes, and that's it.
This is phenomenal.
Have you ever been?
No,
Well, you
should
need to
go.
come down.
I'm a little afraid. I mean, I want to come back.
You may not want to come back. You may want to
Well,
stay
you can
there.
always go ahead and apply for the residency for that island.
Listen, you think I'm kidding? When I got married the second time, I went to Greece on my honeymoon for 16 days. And at that time in the day, the country had these empty pieces that you could move into. And as long as you made the house beautiful, and it had no walls, it had no doors and windows, you had to put it in. But as long as you made it beautiful, it became yours until a certain time, and then you had to give it back to the country.
You're like a squatter.
It's like an
You approve
agreement.
it and it makes
I don't
it
know what you
better.
call it.
Okay.
But anyway, long story short of it, I tell Michelle, let's go. And we were in there, and I said, you want to stay? And I came about this much from staying in Greece. So when you find something like this, it isn't out of the ordinary of not coming back. I'm telling you, if you love it and you're having a great time, I mean, you may not live there, but you're going to live somewhere on the island.
But Freddie, the nice thing about Sandals is in many of the resorts, if you spend 6 nights there, you get the 7th night free. The more you stay there, you accumulate points, and the points then translate out into free nights. So you really can
Really?
go.
And you can bank them?
You can bank
You can
them.
bank-
I still
wow.
have points from years ago. And when I go next time, I can use the points.
Really?
And they translate into
How many
real
times you go a
dollars.
year?
I used to go a lot. I don't go so much now, but
I
You
have
used to
to
go
invite him more often.
yeah.
Is that what it is? Have you
Yeah.
done all the 700 islands?
I haven't been to Turk and Caicos. I haven't been to the beaches. I've been to most of the Sandals, though.
Well, we'll put that on.
All
our-
right.
Kirk
on
and
our-
Tate, that's-
But if you play golf,
Oh,
now how
yeah.
much does it cost to play around the golf here in town?
It depends. It could be
Ah.
expensive.
It's expensive.
150,
though.
How about free?
200
How
bucks.
about free?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's included.
How about instruction free?
You know, sometimes you make it sound like this is too good. Where's the catch? There's got to be a catch.
No,
This
there
is too
is
good to be
no
true.
catch.
It's an all-inclusive vacation. Alcohol.
If he
fun.
throws the butler in, I'm out of here.
All right,
I'm out of here.
here's
Well,
my
you
big
can
question.
get a butler as well. Why
And
not?
At
what
those
about
over
grandparents?
ones,
Are there activities
those-
for grandparents?
There's activities for every single person.
Your mom.
Yeah. My mom. First, I think my parents, and I think of you. You're a grandfather.
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about? First of all, if I go and my kids go, my 2 boys, they're going to take me on every dangerous ride you got.
But there's
They
things
did
for
this
the
to me
young,
once.
there's things
Dangerous.
for the
They're really
boys,
not.
there's
At
things
my
for the
age,
children.
walking can be
Anything's
dangerous. They put me on these things. I can't even see the top of it. And he says, come on, we're going to slide down this tower. I says, you out of your mind. He says, come on, let's go.
Gio and Joey in matching bathing suits.
They'd
then
have fun.
we're good to go.
We just had that on Tampa.
Did you have one on too?
I didn't wear it.
I'd like
I
to see
think it
that.
got a little weird. No, he's getting me the lobster thing. Yeah, all
Have
that.
you ever rode the yellow banana?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
That's
Yes.
included.
Really?
Free.
It's that big thing. Everybody sits on it.
It's a lot of fun,
Oh, yeah.
especially if you fall off.
Yeah, and then nobody
Who
comes to
came
get
up
you.
with the idea of the yellow banana?
Paul.
To buy the yellow banana. Stacey, that is such a segue for you. So on that note, let's take a quick commercial break.
Wow.
994.
Bada bing.
Bada boom, bada boom.
888-994-4995. If you want to ride the yellow banana, we can get you on one at Sandals. Dr. Stacy Friedman in the house. Of course, Cruise Optics with Paul Badiato. And we'll be right back.
I might prefer that.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters have that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
Yes, it's in there. And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, live on Travel Thursday with Paul Vadiato. We've got Dr. Stacy Friedman with us, talking about riding the yellow banana. And she says, no, I think I prefer the purple eggplant, and there you have it. Stacy, what's going on with you?
Nothing. I just had to pick the purple eggplant because I'm a purple girl.
You are a purple girl.
I'm a purple girl.
What's happening in the world of sexology?
Oh, it's just, trying to get people to appreciate themselves with who they are and just spreading the word of positive sexuality and nice romantic vacations with your partners. I actually just came back from a week vacation in Mexico with my fiance for our anniversary. And you come back and then you get slapped in the head with reality. But going away, just to kind of tag, along with that, going away and just spending time with your partner just revitalizes so much. And I get so many couples that come in that are just struggling, and even just a one-night date night makes such a difference, and people just don't take the time for that. And sometimes you need to just get away for a couple days and take a little vacation. The all-inclusives are amazing, and it's
3 nights at Sandals can make the difference between make or break.
Absolutely. I mean, we just literally just sat there and just went, it's just to get away.
Do you think cruising and trips like this, it makes people less grumpy? It changes them?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So we should do the grumpy cruise. If you're grumpy, if you're a grump, if you are Mr. and Mrs. Grump, we put them on this thing, we send them out. See if they'll change when they come back and we'll interview them.
How do you not?
When you go away?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm never grumpy.
Never.
Nah, I don't care. I mean, one day they wanted to go through my suitcases for the 3rd time, right? I said, why don't you just throw it overboard? And he says, really? I said, just throw that damn thing overboard. Don't worry about it.
I just think Linda says, Freddie, knock it off. It's done.
No, Linda says, I got it. No, you just throw the damn thing. I just want to get off the boat. I want to go home. I want to go to my reality.
Back to reality.
Yes.
That's always the worst part of vacation.
I know. I want a vacation again.
I
I want to go to Sandals.
This is unbelievable. And you
all-inclusives.
get, what is it called? What's it called?
Everything?
No, you get the guy. What's his name?
butler.
The butler.
The guy.
Couldn't remember the guy's name. You get a butler on this thing.
Wow.
All right, you want to cue up that piece? Let's cue up that piece and we'll talk about it as we go.
They
along.
also have a welcome back dinner for those that have been there before, and they roll out the red carpet.
Welcome back.
Yeah. I mean,
What about welcome first?
Well,
We do that as well.
Do you?
but the welcome back is these are people that have pins that are 5, 10, 15, 20, up to 100 times. And they go out of their way to make it special as you come back. And last time I was there, on the way out, they gave everybody a bottle of Appleton rum to take home. So you went back to the room, you had a bottle of rum, and it was just you felt like going home.
We have a gentleman. He's actually from, I want to say London, and he's been to Sandals and beaches so many times that at the time that he comes back, he would come over and over and over. When his wife passed away, we allowed him to come back to these resorts because this was part of his life. So he doesn't have dinner at the restaurants. He actually goes to the back and has dinner. They become family.
Now,
so they go there and they just sit there with the employees, and he has lunch, he has dinner, and all he wants to do is just go on his little boat with his friend and just go and absorb the ocean.
Can you go as a single and not as a couple? Like this gentleman's
We have opportunities in which people want to go to Sandals and they want to go just themselves. If they understand that there will be other couples there, then we'll speak to the general manager and we can get that arranged.
Did we get that video up?
Yeah, you missed it.
I wanted Paul to talk about it. I know I was watching it.
Well, the whole butler, I know that the butler is something that a lot of people,
I like
it's like,
that.
yeah, I don't like a butler, I don't need a butler until you have a butler.
I don't need a butler. I just want a butler.
Well, I can tell you from experience, from my very own experience, I was one of those, but very skeptical. It's like, I really don't need a butler. It's like, my husband's a butler. Why do I need a butler?
You see, that's the problem.
Until
Perspective.
Exactly. Until I actually went to Sandals or Rios and I had a butler and he greeted me at the front desk and basically said, "Are you ready to retire?" And I said, "No, not really, but maybe in a few years I will." And then we just laughed about it and he took me to my room. When he took me to my room and I saw this bathtub with this amazing, amazing bubble bath, and it basically with pedals said "jump in."
Really?
I was sold, but I was still skeptical.
So he put all that together for you?
all that, and I was an employee, so you can imagine what they can do for our clients.
For the gas.
So what I did was I just basically went ahead, I closed the door and I jumped in. An hour and a half later I come out and I'm looking for my luggage and I'm like, "Where's my luggage?" Everything was already put away. Everything was in the drawers, everything was in my closet, my shoes were shined, and right next to my bed was a plate of hot chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my gosh. If anyone ever unpacked my bag, it would be horrifying.
Your bag? What about my
The
bag?
amount- well, yeah, your bag. Oh,
No,
your bag.
I would-
I don't even want to know.
I
what's
would
happening.
personally want to unpack you. Yes. Absolutely. Just to see what contraptions you have in there. Absolutely.
Absolutely, whatever's in her bag.
Oh, forget about it. Papa's got a brand new bag. Now, the amazing thing about a butler, I created the Freddy bag. So I would have this gentleman get into my bag. It has, like, he can walk. The bag will be walking. And then the legs go up, and I take it and I bring him home. Because they are so accustomed to being, because about a butler is all about psychology, right? He's there to help you feel comfortable, like you're on top of the world.
Absolutely.
Sometimes-
They're mind readers.
They know the psychology of how to make you feel fantastic.
Because you literally move right in. Everything is done. You take your bath,
Everything.
you get out, and you're good to go. It's none of the, "Mom, I gotta unpack. You have to wipe everything down."
I
with
hate
the wipes
that.
I do and spray the remotes down. It's a whole production when I get to a hotel.
Yeah, I can imagine you.
Now-
How many bags do you bring on a trip? 20? 30?
I have like 3 cosmetic bags.
Yeah, that's just 3 bags. And then comes the 3 for the clothes and the 4 for the shoes.
It's a thing. I think I
When
bring
you-
less clothes than anything else.
When you finish a trip, 7-day here, and you finish a trip, and you have to pack all that stuff up, do you do the Freddy method?
What's the
I throw
phrase?
everything in one bag, like, zipper it. I mean, the damn thing is exploding on one side. I don't care what it looks like. I just want to go.
You just want to do it.
Yeah, the shoes on the, everything together. The wet bathing suit. I don't really care.
No, because my husband's a little OCD.
He doesn't let you do that?
OCD.
Oh, you got to do
We
that.
have separate bags because the OCD-ness is just, I'm not.
You have separate bags.
Yeah.
So you have 10 bags. He has 3
travel
bags.
I gotta travel separate. I need my shoes. I need my hair
Really?
products,
I
need
always
my
have a
makeup
separate
products.
bag.
I need
Separate?
it separate.
But we only travel with
How long
one.
does it take you to unpack once you get back home?
That's exactly what it is.
I took a trip a year ago. It's still
I was
unpacked.
gonna say, well, I got home Sunday and I still have my.
I'm looking for the butler.
You have a go bag when you go back to Sandals.
I go buy
You're
new
ready to
clothes.
go.
But
I
they
just go
make
get new
it so
clothes.
easy. You pack once, you get there, they unpack everything. It's when you get back home that you got the issue. But you just have to enjoy the vacation while
That's
you're
correct.
there. Everything's included.
So let me get this right, ladies and gentlemen. You guys take your bag and your husband's bag or boyfriend, the 2 bags, really?
That's separate.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Really? You ever heard of
Yeah.
it? I have never heard
You
of
don't
that.
take your own. You and Linda share a suitcase?
I take a 3 underwear, 2 socks, and a bathing suit. I'm done.
What about white night?
I go buy something if I gotta wear a white night.
You can do that.
Oh, we have amazing gift shops.
Yeah.
I mean, if I gotta get something to eat, I go buy it. I'm not carrying stuff. Listen, I'm the kind of guy that UPS is close to the next island, and it's there waiting for me, and then I UPS it back home. I don't want to
That's
carry
actually
this stuff
pretty smart.
around.
It's a good idea to ship everything there and
Ship
it back.
me if you can.
But you want to ship and ship you out.
I can't stand the suitcase deal. And when you have 20 bags,
What is
I
that?
would just stand there and look and you go, really? Really? And I would get my camera out and says, I want the world to see what I'm laughing at right now. That is hilarious. So you put everything in 2 separate bags. You
Yeah,
do this too,
absolutely.
Paul?
But we only take 2 bags, not 5 or 6 or 7. We take one for him
One
and
for you
one for
and her?
me.
You fit
and one
everything
for
in
the
one
toy bag.
That's 3 bags.
Yeah, but the toy bag can fit neatly in my bag.
See, and this goes into a whole conversation with Dr. Stacy. Is I'd rather just pack my own bag. I don't want to hear.
You have a
if
toy
if
bag
you
too?
lined it up. No,
You have a toy
now
bag?
my shoes and my
Ladies and
flip-flops.
gentlemen, and there's a side of
If you
Dawn
lined
after
it up
3
the
years
right
that I've
way,
never heard of
where your
before.
makeup bag goes. I don't want to hear.
Toy
I
bag.
didn't do it neatly enough. So you pack your
The
own
toy bag I can see being neat. You gotta be neat with the toy bag. Cause you break one of those bad boys, it's done. Everything else just throw
Yeah, I
it
would
in
have been in a
there.
bad mood.
Huh?
You're still on the toy bag.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah. I never heard anybody admit they have a toy bag.
Best part of the trip.
That's right. That goes before all the clothes. You don't even take the clothes. You
We
just
don't
take
judge.
the toys.
We don't judge. You come down.
Yeah,
I
see?
was gonna say, the people who clean my room.
So okay, so you don't judge. Okay, that's
Absolutely
fantastic.
not.
So don't hear
Neither
anything
does
that
the
happens in
butler.
that.
You never. The butler has seen it all. What happens at Sandals stays.
It's
at
like
Sandals.
Vegas.
Has to be.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
They ride these 3-wheel tricycles around to get whatever you want, from a drink to you want clothing, or you
Your
want
convenient.
sunblock. You left
Whatever.
your sunblock in the room. You call him up. He goes.
Are
to
you
your room.
hiring? I want to be a butler.
23
Well,
years.
You know that one of the great things about Sandals is that there's no tipping. No tipping is allowed. The only person that can accept a tip is a butler. But
Really?
then there's no tipping. Your service is included.
So if I slip him a 5, that's it. And he'll take it.
On one of the employees, absolutely not.
What about the butler?
The butler would. Yeah, you can tip the butler.
Remember the TV show Benson?
Yes.
Yes.
And do they have a
Right.
car? Didn't you tell me there's a car if I want to go somewhere to bring a car and they drives it?
Well,
Well,
so-
that's a private transfer.
yeah,
Okay, but
some of
that's
the
available.
resorts do have. They have.
You have to pay for this deal.
BMWs, they have Rolls Royce.
Like a Rolls. I want to take a Royce into town just because I can. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can. We can arrange for all those things. Absolutely. Why
I take a
not?
helicopter.
Right.
St. Lucia.
Just- especially when you're going to go to South Coast. When you get off the airport, you take a helicopter right over to South
Listen,
Coast.
if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it
You're gonna
right.
Do it
right.
big.
So you have to call Paul. Do you know how to call Paul?
I say, hey, Paul, I
Paul,
have
what's
his
your
number.
phone number? How do we call you?
561-232. Everybody.
2626.
Thank you.
Call Paul.
561-232-2626. CruiseOptics.com. Call Paul. He can book your trip to the cruise. He can book
Anywhere.
your trip anywhere. He can get you to Hawaii. He can get you to Sandals. He can get you to swim with the pigs. You name it, Paul's got you covered.
700 islands. Do one at a time. Do all 700. Now, when I went to Mexico, I went with a bowling league, 120 people, and they had buses waiting for us at the airport. And they had a sign, "Welcome, Mr. Freddy." They called me Mr. Freddy. And they had all these Dos Equis beers or whatever the Mexican
Dos
beer
Dos
was.
Equis.
And they were all in frozen ice and everything.
Dos Equis.
Yeah.
I like that.
I almost said Tres Equis, but that's pretty.
Dos
That's
Equis.
that's
That would be
that's,
her.
that's X-ray. That's because I look at her, I think
Dos
3X.
Equis. Dos Equis. Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
You got Sandra. Dos Equis.
But I'm gonna
I'm
tell
not
you,
offended.
for the first time in my life, and I'm not saying it because you guys are here, but for the first time in my life, because 120 people, they stood behind me and they saw the buses and they saw the name and everything else and welcome to Mexico, I got a standing ovation from everybody I took with me on this. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. And I felt for like a somebody for that 60 seconds because I felt I did something right.
We do it every day.
It was unreal. And the trip after that was just, forget about it. When you have to read the book. But it was an amazing feeling when you get to go on a trip and this guy's putting your clothes away. Are you serious?
Give
I mean,
Paul
it
a
changes
call.
your life.
Gotta give it a try. 561-232-2626. We're going to switch over to our 1 o'clock hour. Stay tuned. 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
all have to face.
And floods can happen anywhere in the state.
So be prepared when floods impact your community. Know what flood zone you live in so you can determine the risk to your family and your property.
The better you understand the risks of flooding in your community, the safer you can keep your family.
Go to floridadisaster.org and find out what flood zone you live in.
If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show. From erectile dysfunction to eczema, heartburn to headaches, carpal tunnel to how to lower cholesterol drug-free. Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
If you had any idea how absolutely insane the stock market is,
Unconventional wisdom is sweeping the nation, and you are next.
you need to stop being dependent on a paycheck.
The Del Walmsley Show is on WNN, Mondays at 5, Tuesday through Friday at noon.
Every day.
Every hour.
Every minute.
Every second
is an opportunity to change your life. If you or a loved one has a gambling problem, don't waste time to get the help you need. Call the 24-hour confidential problem gambling helpline at 888-ADMIT-IT. That's 888-ADMIT-IT. Your hope for a new tomorrow. All services are free to Florida residents, including treatment.
This message is sponsored by the Florida Council on Compulsive Gambling, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those.
911.
The roof is completely caved in on us. We need
These people were ordered to evacuate during Hurricane Ivan, but didn't.
I'm in a wheelchair and water's coming in. Can't respond right now because of the condition of the hurricane.
Evacuation orders are a serious matter. It means local officials think your life could be in danger. You need to listen to them. This hurricane season, get a plan. Go to floridadisaster.org and get your plan today.
This message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to the award-winning Justice Hour with attorney Lisa Macy. For the next hour, Lisa will focus on the law, government, and politics, and how they affect your life, your family, and the community. For more information, go to lisamacy.com. That's lisamacci.com. Now, here's your host, Lisa Macy.
Welcome to part 2 of Let's Travel Thursday. And I tell you, I'm gonna tell you, this week is gonna go down in the books because my co-host here has me looking for things that don't exist today. It's just ridiculousness.
Welcome to the world of Toyland.
So we continue. It's just part 2 of a great show that we're talking about traveling. I would love to do a show at Sandals. Are you kidding?
We'd love to have you.
Do I need a passport?
Yes.
I got one.
You got one. Dylan,
Yes.
you have one?
Paul made me get one.
I do not.
You got a passport?
I just went to
You got
Australia.
You got a passport?
Yes.
You got a
I
passport?
really want to know what goes through Lisa's mind because She laughs at you all the time.
Sure,
She sits here and she doesn't talk, but she laughs
has a
at you.
good personality.
She thinks you're funny.
Well, at least one person
I all
does.
think you're really funny. Tomorrow, I hope you've got game on.
Tomorrow is what? Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
What's happening tomorrow?
It's a
Big
3-year
anniversary.
party.
Oh.
Crazy
Do you
Uncle
know
Mike's.
at Crazy Uncle Mike's, and you get a beer for every meal. When you order a meal, you get a free beer. He's giving out a free beer. And there is a specific beer that I'm going to buy a picture because my son is coming. You know, I gotta thank a lot of people for it's been 3 years doing this. I've known Paul forever, maybe 5 or 6 years, and I've been doing production for the longest. And I always did production for other people. So the reason I even brought that Mexican story up is because sometimes when you go away, you do something for yourself.
Right.
A butler. And I know that it's cliche-ish because you're saying, oh, you know, what am I, all that I have a butler? But sometimes you got to get that bubble bath.
Once in your life.
That's right. Even if you do it once.
Yeah.
You need that bubble bath with sprinkle in
Once you
some
go
rose
butler,
petals, right?
You never go back.
Once you go butler, you never go back.
It's
to
the
that.
white gloves, Freddie.
That's a saying that I will not. You know, you moved your seat. Why? You wanted to eat?
Having some salsa. Don Chepos was in the house yesterday. They left some delicious
Let me see
chips
camera
and
3.
salsa. No.
Show me camera 3 real quick. Quick, Dylan. Show me camera 3, Dylan. Show me camera 3, Dylan. Dylan. There you go. Dylan, you're too slow. Now you gotta move that chair because it's in the way. Sandra in the house.
Sandra in the house. Sandra,
Enjoy your chips. I'm gonna let you eat.
Enjoy your chips. We got you covered. Today is Travel Thursday. Always give Paul Vadiato. We found out he added the O in Vadiato, Paul. 561-232-2626 for all of your travel needs. We've got Tanya with us from Sandals, and we've got Dr. Stacy with us, our local sexologist.
Yes, we don't see enough of Doc.
Tell us the benefits of going away as a couple, with kids or without, and enhancing romance.
Well, without kids, lots of sex, hopefully.
What happens when you're, I don't want to say this, but older in life and you've got kids and grandchildren, things aren't always working in the same way. Still benefit to go away?
Absolutely. I mean, you're putting everything aside and focusing on you and what you want and experiences and memories. When you're home, you're dealing with kids, family, bills, work, and getting away, it's just like you can breathe.
So
you
it's
can
not
breathe.
always about the sex, although the
No,
break
absolutely
glass
not.
floors are fantastic and the swimming with the pigs is fantastic. Sometimes it's just getting away and reconnecting for
Getting away, because half the time, you know, when I talk to a lot of couples, they come home, they take care of their kids. If they don't have kids, they take care of their dinner, the mail, then they're tired, they watch a little TV, they go to bed. When you're on vacation, you could sleep in. You could go out a little later. You could spend time talking with your partner. You can go watch a fun show with them when they have entertainment. You can do activities and laugh. You know, too many times we just don't laugh anymore with our partners because you're just so busy with the everyday life. So going away on vacation, especially when it's more than 2 or 3 days and you get to go, you know, for a few extra days, it's just, you know, laying there on the beach, listening to the breeze and the sand and the wind and the water. It's just, it rejuvenates you. It really does. And then having your partner by your side, it's like you have time to look at them in a different light and not nagging about the laundry, not nagging about, you know, you didn't do this or you didn't do that.
You
It's
nag
just-
about laundry.
I don't, because
People
my
nag
fiance
about
is
a lot
neat,
of
but
things because it usually
but
falls
just
on
anything.
one person in the relationship. But the benefits of going away in Sandals is beautiful and romantic, and beaches you can bring the family. And it's just about coming together.
Right, and then you walk into, like you said, about a bathtub filled with bubbles. It's just inviting. It just says, you know, come inside and let's see how this goes.
There was a movie, Stacy, that a couple of years back called At Middleton. I don't know if you saw it or not.
No.
It was pretty big in the box office. Anyway, they're taking their children on a tour going to college, and two people meet up, and there's a connection that's on it. And there's a scene in the movie where the woman is talking to the other parents that are going in. They're talking about the Middleton experience. She says, you know what happens after 18 years, they just leave. And you know where that leaves you? It leaves you with a person who after 18 years,
don't
you have
even know.
no idea who they are. And
That's
if you
right.
don't go away and you don't have these kind of weekends or these weeks where you do separate and reconnect and get that energy back, it's going to be lost forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. And especially when you have young kids, I have people that are saying that their kids are 2 years old and they've never had a babysitter. They don't go away. They don't go at night. Maybe a parent might watch for a night. You got to get away. Take advantage of, even if you have a child, they do have some child care places, depending on how old your children are, for them to do activities. And it's also good as a family because everyone's going everywhere, nonstop. So just to be able to be together as a family, reconnect, look what you've built together, and try to kind of remember that love and that affection that you've had for your partner over the years. It's just a different environment, and you need to get away from your normal environment when you're trying to
I saw
regain
statistics that showing that people are having less sex now than they have in generations.
It's true. It's true, especially even the younger generation.
Millennials.
And I just think that people are, everyone's on their faces and their phones. No one's paying attention to what's going on around them. And when you're sitting there on vacation and you're by the water and by the beach and by the pool, you can't usually have your phone. It's usually stuck in a bag somewhere. And you can just lay there and just be like, oh my God, and you feel the sun on your face. Even the sun rejuvenates you, So it's definitely important to get away with your partner.
Well, communication also. I mean, you got to establish out of the box thinking. Communication all of a sudden is out of the box. But you want to talk to people, right? You want to talk to your partner. You want to do different things, see sandcastles as opposed to.
As I say, the activities can also bring you together.
And sometimes you just need to reconnect with yourself.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
You're there with your partner, but just that quiet time at the beach, if you can spend an hour or two reading a book or listening to your audiobook and then be able to go out for dinner and have some nice time and get dressed or not get dressed, whatever it is you want to do, you have all those options available at Sandals and at beaches. Everything's there.
One of the nice things they have at Sandals, and you talk about romances, they have a sailing catamaran that they do a sunset cruise on.
Sunset cruises are beautiful. Yeah.
Really?
And you sit in the front of the boat on the mesh, and they're bringing you cocktails, and they're bringing you hors d'oeuvres, and you're watching the sun go down, and you're snuggling up close together, which you probably haven't done in a long time. And all of a sudden, you start thinking about the reasons of how you got together in the first place, and you start to relive some of the good, some of the bad, some of the stuff that was really funny during the years. And that time becomes magic time, and you want to get back to where you were, and that's why they keep rebooking again and again and again, because there's connections to each other, but also connections to Sandals and the place that you went to.
Such a romantic at heart.
Would you see some of the stuff that he posts? Weddings and also, I'm like, look at this
Beautiful
guy.
sunsets and stuff.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
He's just a romantic at heart. He really is.
I didn't know this guy. I didn't know this guy.
Run for your money, I can tell you.
He's the king. I bow to the
Behind
king.
the quietness, you never know.
Always beware of the quiet ones, I say, yes?
10-finger pull.
Yeah.
You never know.
Always beware of the quiet ones. It's those noisy ones that are out there and out front and center.
It's a remarkable environment, and you should treat yourself nice once in a while. And it's funny when the Super Bowl comes, right? It's going to be in February, and they have all these pre-Super Bowl parties, right? So what you want to do is, when you're going to go on a cruise, you should cruise it up before you go. Get into that whole mental deal and wear the funky shirts. Gio showed me that. He says you got to get funky in order to be funky. So you got to wear the funky shirt. We walked in all with the same shirt.
Your son's hilarious.
That was great. I loved it.
He wears a bathing suit that's a Superman outfit with a tie. And he says, I got you one. He says, are you insane? He says, yeah. So you got to wear it.
How does he come up with the things he comes up with?
I don't
Where
know.
did he even come from?
I don't know, the milkman.
But imagine taking your boys away and your grandsons away. And
What is it with the children again? My grandchildren can stay with whoever they want to take care of them or whatever. I don't need the
children. whole family together because you're here, Freddie's here, Gio's on the other coast. You don't all get to come together.
Let me tell you something, honey.
Yeah.
I have the dinner the night before. We'll stay up all night. I was going to ask you, 24 hours. If I don't sleep, so if I'm up at 3, 4 o'clock, is there things to do at that time?
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's it. I'll be up all night.
The grill's open. You're more than
The
welcome.
grill is open.
Absolutely.
All night.
24/7. Absolutely.
24/7.
And you have your mini bar in your room where you can.
Loaded.
Wait a minute, who's grilling? Me?
No.
Somebody's grilling for me 24/7?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about the mini bar.
Vegetables? What do I look like? Pumpkin farmer in the Dell? No, I want meat. I want steak. I want.
Hey, swimming with those pigs, a nice,
Bendito. You gonna swim with the pigs and then eat them?
No, you cannot eat the pigs.
Hey, I love bacon.
No,
baby.
those are protected.
The pigs are well protected.
And they eat.
Their brothers are.
And you gotta talk it to your mind. And they eat chicken hot dogs.
Chicken hot dogs.
They put a whole chicken in a hot
Well,
dog.
we wouldn't make them eat the pork hot dogs.
No.
That would just be wrong.
All right, so let's talk about the mini bar. Everyone thinks fun and great. There's been some issues on safety with some mini bars
Well, that's a
on
good
some
point. Yes.
islands.
Yes.
And we talk this and it's fabulous and fun, but people want to book a vacation and know that they're safe. They know they're going to come home alive and safe and well.
Security.
Let's talk about the security at Sandals locations. Let's talk about the mini bar. What's going in? Is everything in there?
Everything is
what's supposed to
sealed.
be in there? Sealed.
Everything is sealed in your room. Absolutely everything, from the water to the alcoholic beverages and all the premium liquor. We also have security 24/7. We have people that walk around. Besides whoever goes into our properties, we know who they're coming. If they're staying or if they're an employee.
And all the employees have background checks. Everyone is
Absolutely.
safe. And Paul was telling us, if you're walking the beautiful beaches of Sandals, when you get to the property end, there's a guard.
Correct.
He
And they
tells you,
say-
turn around.
Pretty much, they say, listen, you are protected within here. You can, travel at your own risk, but this is where you're protected.
Correct.
Now, there is no need to get off property, is there?
If you like, it really is up to you. You
But-
have a lot of activities within the property
Yeah.
that will keep you entertained for a
Well,
good
let me
7 nights.
let me just touch a little bit
That'd
upon
be a
this
tremendous
because
property if you
peop-
can stay there for 7 nights.
well, people go and they get into an Uber that's not an Uber, so you can't trust people sometimes their own judgment because they don't
that's
get.
why you have transfers.
Well,
We
they don't
pick you
get
up.
they don't get their face out of their phone, so they're driving into the wrong car.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I was in Boca. I was at a light, and a lady jumped in the back of my car.
Was she hot?
I don't know what she was. I got a little afraid.
I don't think he cared.
So I said, ma'am, you're in my car. She says, aren't you my Uber? I says, do I look like your Uber? I said, get out of my car. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. I must look like an Uber
You
driver.
got a nice Mercedes.
It's
Why
the
not?
hat.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
Is that her?
It's the hat.
Well, all I know.
I drive a Sandals vehicle that's wrapped all around Sandals, and I actually had somebody come into my car, actually open the door, asking me if I was the Uber because he was going to the beach. He just thought it was a beach.
This is what's happening.
You have
So
a Sandals wrap car?
I do. It's
Wait
right
till
up
she
front.
gets her Moby Pop on her back windshield.
oh, you're so hilarious.
Right? And then it can be sandals, and it can be sandals on the window, and then people have your short code, and they can call you directly.
No, then they really
Well,
think
that
she's
Right? For fun.
they think she's an Uber driver.
It tells you a license plate, like on the app.
Yeah, but
nobody
people,
look-
honey,
nobody
nobody
looks
looks
at
at it.
that.
Looking at your phone, and you see the Uber driver, and they jump in. Look what happened to that lady.
I don't
In...
care what car it is, what color it is. I call the person.
Always put your handprint on the back of the trunk. When you take an Uber, put your
You
handprint
told
on
me
the back
to
of
do
the trunk.
that once.
Yes, the FBI says this is a tip. Anything ever happens to you, nobody's ever gonna think that you put your handprint on the back of the trunk, and it gives them a clue to find you. So, but anyway, you shouldn't even get off property unless you
If
have
like
to.
If you don't like to, we have escorted tours as well.
Or you do.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was the other question.
Absolutely. We have tons of tours.
Then, talking about that, all of the tours from Sandals, everything's been vetted. They're insured, they're licensed, all of the people have been checked out. You're not just getting in a car with a stranger and you're hoping for the best. These are people that have long relationships with Sandals, and they're going to be safe. They're going to be appropriate. So you'll talk to them before. If you're not good walking, they're going to say, well, maybe this tour is not the best one for you, but here's something that's similar and would fit your activities for what you want. When I was younger, I climbed the falls at Ocho Rios. You've done that, right?
Yes.
I saw that in a video.
Ah, man,
It's
it is.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it in the world. The water's just cascading over you.
Or on you.
Yeah, right now I probably would need like 2 cranes underneath me to get up there. But it's something that you do it once, you'll never forget it.
It's amazing.
Are there different islands for different age groups that you would recommend?
Well, not necessarily age groups. I would probably say there are different islands and different resorts for each person.
Okay.
So it
based on
really
your
it really
activities?
depends on
what you're looking
what
for?
you're looking for. So we have something for everyone and
Sounds incredible.
every
Now,
single
now
one.
we're adults, right? And when you go away on vacation, of course, you want to drink and have a good time. You're gonna eat, but then you're gonna drink some more, and you're gonna drink some more, and you're gonna drink some more. Because hopefully when you finish drinking, then you're going to go to that third bag deal and all of a sudden, or hell break. I mean, I'm just being honest, right? I mean, you're on vacation, especially the first night. You don't mess with anybody on their vacation the first night because they're about to do the nasty until sun comes up. That's the way.
The second night.
I don't know, ask Doc.
First night.
Really?
First night because you have all this
night.
pent-up emotion.
Unless you're traveling for 8, 9, 10 hours, then you're just like, don't
You
touch
just want
me.
to go to sleep. Sandra, the
But
first night, really?
First night, yeah.
No.
No.
Yes.
I'm
I
thinking
mean,
maybe.
if you have kids and you're kind of
Talking to your mic, that's why I gave it to you.
No.
I mean, I would think are those statistics you're coming up with for people who have kids typically? Because I mean, what my son is.
Maybe I'm just
older,
thinking
out
of
the
myself.
house. I don't have a problem the first night. I get that the night before we leave. So like I don't get.
Well, if you're
I don't
traveling,
know
we're
the
going back to
difference.
traveling with kids again.
Oh, why is it?
I
We always
don't
get back to
know.
that. I'm
I'm
not
on the
traveling
wrong
no
show.
kids. Now, if you travel 8 or 9 hours, you're going to get busy on the plane or at the airport or at the kiosk or whatever.
What's it like in your brain?
I'm telling you.
Yvonne Haas, please help me out here.
I'm telling you. If you're going to go on vacation, you're going to go on vacation, right?
No, if you're with kids, it's obviously the first
Forget
night's gonna be
about that
exhausting.
What I'm
kid.
thinking about is the toy bag in the first night.
Because look at what they're offering. What, are you kidding me? When you come to this place, I'm not going home.
The owner of Sandals and Beaches, our chairman, Mr. Gordon Bush Stewart, he is the most romantic man that you have ever spoken to.
One man owns all of this?
Absolutely. It's
Family.
one owner.
Okay, where does he hang out?
Where does he? He's always on a plane.
But he's never on one of the islands?
Yes, he does. Oh,
I
he's
want to
very
know when
hands-on.
I'm going to book an island that he's on because
Okay.
I know
He's on all of
without
them.
a doubt, when this guy meets me, he's going to freak.
He has a 118-foot yacht called the Lady Sandals. I've been on it. I've had
You've been
dinner
on
on
it?
it.
You didn't call me?
Spectacular.
with you?
You were busy
Next
that
time
night.
it's in town, my promise, we'll invite you guys.
Be careful because I'll call you every day until it
That's
happens.
okay. That's okay.
No vamos.
A quick commercial break.
I'm listening, so I guess I'm invited by association.
You're joining us.
And your husband's going to love me because first night.
And Freddie, you can wear your Speedos.
I don't have a Speedo.
Happy birthday, Gustavo. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with Sandra Torres, traveling with Paul and Cruise Optics. Dr. Stacy, thank you.
Thank
More to
you.
come. Get your toy bag on. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Crystallize, and welcome back.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We are Travel Thursday. We've got Paul Vadiano. Before we get back into cruising and talking to Sandra Torres tonight, healthy home upgrade with Young Living and Thieves. Do you use Thieves? It's at Carmen Care Rejuvenation Center at
Thieves is a crook, right?
3301 Northwest 2nd Avenue. Apparently, Thieves is a fantastic essential oil used for cleaning, and it's sold only from, they tell me, from Young Living. Jen G said she uses this to clean her entire house, floors, countertops, no more of the chemicals. So if you're living a healthy life, contact Carmen Care. You can join them tonight from 6:30 until 8 p.m. It says the most conventional household cleaners, they're all dangerous, and this one does not.
This is called Thieves?
The name of the product is called Thieves, Thieves. It's a product by Young Living.
No Fabuloso?
No, she said that it's filled with chemicals.
So we are doing the Thieves Challenge. Our Thieves against your Fabuloso.
It says learn how to replace toxic cleaners and save money with Young Living's Thieves line.
Boy, the people you know.
It's Carmen Care and Gen G. These are our sponsors of the cafe.
I love that. Young Living Thieves. I would never in a million years know what that meant.
Well, Young Living is the name of the oil company, and Thieves is the product. It's just missing a comma.
It's missing a comma.
The power of a comma.
Can they bring us a sample of this?
We can ask. It's an oil. Apparently, it cleans everything. So they say it smells so good. It cleans as well as anything else. You don't need any more harsh chemicals. I think I want that.
Well, well, now that you're bringing this up, you heard that we were just approved by Amazon. We are now going to be selling Amazon products on the air.
Or Amazon influencers now.
Yeah. So they're going to be sending us things for us to show and to put on, get your groove on. I apply for makeup and electronics. Don't ask me why. But apparently they started sending me a whole bunch of stuff like TVs and 4K, 8K, 12K.
Really?
Yeah, satellite stuff. But there's just so much.
Are we on Amazon TV now?
We are going to be live on Roku, and then Amazon gets uploaded as a recording.
Oh, you were paying attention last night.
Always do.
Yeah, we're going to go on Roku Live, and then the Amazon piece is got to be done as a tape.
And Apple TV?
Apple TV is the third of the leg, and they are approving the channel. They're a little bit more sticky about things that they want in the back.
So that just takes our distribution all over the world.
Well, we have over 2,000 now new families in 2 weeks that we've on Roku and Amazon Fire. Her mother now talks to me on texting. She says, "Oh, I love the show," because she's watching on Amazon Fire Stick. I didn't even know she had that. I says, "Where are you watching it?" She said, "Oh, I'm watching it on Amazon." Well, I said, "Why didn't you watch it on Facebook?" She said, "No, this is a whole lot easier."
She got Amazon in her kitchen and Roku in the bedroom.
And we're back to that again.
Back to the third bag of toys. I know, it just gets sticky. But check it out. Learn how to replace your dangerous, toxic household cleaners. And I thought Fabuloso was good. Apparently, it's one of the most dangerous, filled with aluminum cleaners that you can actually use in your house.
How do I get the aluminum out of the magnet?
You just change the product. You use Thieves.
Unbelievable. You know, we grew up on Fabuloso.
I know.
Latino families, I mean, we drink it, we bathe in it, we wash our hair in it.
So speak for yourself.
Sandra, I heard all about your hair washing with the Fabuloso. Don't deny. Don't front. Come on now.
Different Sandra. You know, I grew up with Pine Sol. We didn't grow up with Fabuloso. Yeah. Until my later years, it was Fabuloso.
I know, but you couldn't find Pine Sol, and they wanted $10 a bottle, and Fabuloso came out at $1 a bottle. Which one are you gonna use?
It's purple. purple, and you can get it all over
And
the
it
place.
smells-
But apparently, it is incredibly toxic. What they tell me. So let's try to find the thieves.
Nothing. You can't have nothing in life. You can't even drink water out of a plastic bottle.
No,
Isn't
'cause
that
now
sad?
It's different alkalinity and all. I must say, the water out of this is
Microplastics.
better.
What is it?
Microplastics.
You wouldn't know that.
Paul knows a lot about everything.
He does. It scares me. The brain on this guy.
Travel Thursday.
We
with
are going
Paul.
to save
The
his
hat just
brain.
rises.
Sandra, what's happening with you? What's going on with United Latinas?
All over Facebook.
Yes, it's growing. We're growing. We're reaching more people. We're doing great. Our membership is growing. More women are coming to the events, and really, that's the goal. Is just to reach out to as many women as we can, and bring them together. And let's constantly be up leveling our skill sets.
Are you doing public venues still?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to Don Chepo?
See.
You like it?
I do.
I want you to walk into Don Chepo. I'm going to give you this card.
Okay.
And you're going to go over to the chef.
Okay.
And you're going to say to him, I want to put together a taco, and you're going to name it your organization.
Okay.
And he's going to put it on the sign today, because you're going to tell everybody that you made it. They're going to be selling your taco there.
That's awesome.
It's a
Chef
deal you
Carrillo,
can-
he is so nice.
He's a
The
nice
food is
man.
So good.
He's
they
the
were
best.
here yesterday. And we got this lovely anniversary card from Sylvia.
Yeah.
She's just amazing. This
I
woman
know.
thinks of everything.
She's awesome.
She's scary.
She's awesome.
Is she coming tomorrow? Sylvia, I hope you're coming tomorrow.
I know. I hope she's listening. She is a real estate agent like that is unlike any other. We meet a million real estate agents, but she is like very, very attentive to one's needs and just following up. And so,
Takes it to another level.
yeah.
She came
really
in here with
does.
a bottle of wine, a whole basket.
Yeah.
With a basket from
Yeah.
Harry and David. There were pears and chips and
I said, what the
crackers
hell's
and
wrong with
cookies
this
and-
woman?
Yeah,
Just
she
such a
knows.
nice lady.
And she's memorable, right? So that's the whole
You
thing,
didn't
right? How do
forget
you
her.
brand yourself? How
Forgot
do you
her.
get yourself out
I
there?
asked her if she was still married. It was unbelievable. Just saying.
Yeah.
Where's the next?
Level up.
So our next event, we're going to have a member only for June, just because there's logistics and committees we're setting up for June. So that member only event's going to happen next week, Wednesday at my home. And then the next event is going to be in Boynton Beach on July 17th from 11 to 1 p.m. at the Total Wine and More in Boynton Beach.
Is it? I was going to ask if it was just for women or men and women.
The United Women events and United Latinas are strictly women, but we do socials and mixers where men are involved as well.
How
Those will
many
be-
women do you have now as members?
Roughly about 20 women that are members, and then others that kind of are.
Now, are these Latinas or do they allow?
So the majority of our members are Hispanic women, but we do have non-Hispanic women, and we have what's wonderful because you kind of toggle. You want to be non-inclusive. We are all inclusive. There's nobody that we will say no to, because if you have the eager desire to say, I need to step my game up and this is the group that I feel comfortable with, then we want you to be part of that group. So we have, like the last event we did, we had two non-Hispanic women say, I'm not Hispanic, is it okay if I join, if I want to be part of this? And I just felt so like, yeah, of course, and it's like I'm getting so many feedback, like I love that there's a Latina undertone to this group, that there's this, that it's a different energy and a different comfortability within it. And I appreciate that so much, because if you're just the person that wants to kind of keep growing and keep elevating yourself, I think we provide a very sisterhood environment. It's not a come and listen to somebody talk and kind of stay there. We want you involved.
Right.
And because that's the only way you're going to grow, is to kind of get involved in what's going on and be part of it.
What makes the Latino women different in business than non-Latinas?
I think that culturally, what is the extra fight thing, that is really the culture. It's a lot of the mindset. Yes, all women have been told, listen, this is your place in life, in the kitchen or in the whatever, and we all have to innately have that internal battle that says, you know what, no, I am worthy, I am just as much, I can do just as much, not on an equal playing field, but on our own playing field, But as Hispanic women, what is a little bit differently, I think, is the family environment, and it's the upbringing of saying, yes, okay, women can aspire, but you as a Black and brown community person, you have limitations upon yourself because the world sees those limitations, or they're stigmatic on you. They're just put on you. Oh, you just have a harder battle kind of climbing up that
Well,
ladder.
sometimes also the language barrier.
Yes.
And away from Latinas, we know somebody who is not either, is Oriental. Is that allowed? Okay. And she doesn't speak very good English. In her perspective, I think she speaks fine. I mean,
Yep.
when I was in NYU, I didn't speak too much of good English either.
Yeah.
But I also notice in the women that you have brought here, the language becomes, I don't want to talk because
Yes.
my English is not so good.
Yes.
And so well, it's good enough. And how are you going to get better if you don't practice
Exactly.
it? So you got to do the business end of it. You got to overcome the
Yeah.
female end of it. And you got to overcome the language barrier of it.
Yep.
And then you got to unite, because if you talk to them long enough, some of the ideas that come from these ladies is just off the chain. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just this,
Exactly.
I've never met, and I've known people in the real estate game, but what she does,
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah.
Just unheard of.
Yeah.
She delivers
Yep.
the product. So it's like you went and got those shoes for that gentleman that you booked that deal. Who the hell does that? I'm gonna tell you, Paul. That story will stay with me for the rest of my life, because who does that? Nobody does that.
But that's what people deserve.
But you do that. You did that. You walked
you.
that line, and she told you you really went and got his shoes. A client left his shoes on a ship, and he had to go get it and picked it up and take it home to them and gave it to them. After the whole cruise is
Paul
over.
is who Paul is.
That's service.
But then you go.
And that's what sets them apart. And that's
Well,
what
you
sets
and I
people
talked
apart.
about that. We
Yeah.
went to the dollar store this morning to get some plates for the party tomorrow. And I said something, I put in my card, and I said, do I need to put in my PIN or can she goes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't use my card here. And we thought, really? Like, this is what the service industry is.
Get
Are
out.
you too good
She was
for
saying,
the
"Get
dollar
out."
store? Because clearly I'm happy to pay you, but, right?
She
It's
says, I don't
just-
know. I don't shop here. I said,
That's what it is.
yeah, I was gonna ask you having a bad day, but I said, I gotta go. I gotta go do a show. But it's the service, and this is why I'm saying that when you pamper yourself, even if it's that one time, I mean, you can have a butler, you can have anything. When you have a business idea and you have a group of women, that one time, just treat yourself, and you're gonna like that
treat yourself.
feeling.
And my kids tease me all the time because there's a certain level of expectation. I don't go away a lot, but when I do, I want to go away. I don't want to be cleaning. I don't want to be worried that my feet are going to touch the ground and there's going to be something growing or cockroach. I just am done with that stage in my life.
A cockroach.
You know, when your kids are little and you're saving money and you're going on these certain timeshare things and you travel, you put everyone in one room because you think it's a great experience. It is once, and then after that, if you're going to go away, you're right. You want to go away. You want to be treated. So you want to swim with the pigs. You want to get the butler. You want to have that service. Someone unpack your bags, or as Paul says, the white glove service. Someone arrange your vacation, because you know what? That's stressful in itself.
Absolutely.
Just planning it and planning the activities to go on an all-inclusive where everything is included.
And if you have a problem, you call
Even
Paul,
activities,
and he
not
fixes
just
it.
the
Even
food.
bad weather. Let's say there's something coming up, or in your family's case, medically you get sick.
Well, let's ask about that, right? You can get travel insurance for cruising.
And
you get
for-
travel insurance
absolutely.
at Sandals.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta imagine that they'll give you that option because things happen. You know,
Absolutely.
things happen all the time.
Unfortunately, things happen, and when these type of situations occur, we do have all the different type of help that any of our clients are going to need.
Right.
And the great thing is, you're doing it through Paul. You're doing it through your travel agent. He's been to the properties. He knows exactly which is the best property to go ahead that's best suited for you. And not only that, when he can't figure it out, he calls me, and I can help him as well. Last night we had an incredible presentation online that we did a Caribbean night, and we had a really good response. I'm hoping that some bookings come out of it, so that way people can go through Paul. What's very important is when you're using a travel agent, and Paul is one of the most qualified travel agents that I know.
Thank you.
Because he does his background check. He knows exactly where he's going to go ahead and send your clients. The other good thing is he knows that when you go to Sandals, the service is included. Very important service. A lot of people take that for granted.
Yeah, they
but
do.
when you have someone that basically you go up to them and you say, I'm looking for this restaurant, and they just point, that doesn't happen at Sandals. They will stop what they're doing and they will escort you to where they need to go. So that's the difference with Sandals and beaches. Even our gardeners will be more than happy to go ahead and explain what that tree is, why it's there. They love to talk about their background.
They're proud of where they are, what
Absolutely.
they do. It's taking ownership. You say you live Sandals, right? This is
Absolutely.
your life, and that is part of the life. What a great opportunity.
You know, interesting thing. If you get up early, one of those people that like to see the sunrise, and you get up, while the sun is just coming up, all of the beaches every morning are raked. There's no seaweed
Nowhere.
on any of the beaches. It's raked every morning and buried. So when you get out onto the beach, it's pristine. Every single day it's pristine.
It's raked and buried.
Now, Paul, next Thursday.
Yes.
And you're more than invited. You can bring the whole group. Because I'm
Bring
giving
it
you,
all next
I'm giving you a week's notice, if you want.
Look at his face.
We are going to be heading south to a new representative to the family. We're going to be at Wyndham,
The Wyndham and Deerfield Beach.
who happens to have 3 restaurants down there. And what we're trying to establish is a place where you can get a meal, take a party bus to head down to the cruise line stuff. So I want to do a cruising deal down at the Wyndham. And, you're with us every Thursday, and you're more than happy to come. And I want to put up like a boat or something in the catering hall because they have room. But the object of the game is you should entertain yourself. You should have a good time. If you're going to live in Florida, that's just part of what it is here. In New York, sometimes it's like that too, more nightlife and stuff. But here it's like an all day, let's have fun type of deal. So let's do this. Let's show them how we have fun on the road. And let's bring this change of mentality, which I think is vitally important. People feel guilty when they go on vacation. It's like when you hire the maid. What's the first thing you do?
Clean the house.
You clean your house. I mean, what the hell's wrong? What is that?
It's true.
I throw my underwear all over the place, and I forget about it. I make the house a mess. And they go, why are you doing this? I said, well, why am I cleaning the house with a maid?
Do you have a cleaning lady who comes in?
No, I got rid of her because...
I have a cleaning lady. I straightened the house up before.
Why?
Because I don't want it to come into a mess.
Oh, and then why'd you hire her for? I can love your cleaning ladies. She'll sit down, have a nice thing, and says, Paul, can you pour me another glass?
Another glass.
Another glass.
White gloves, white gloves.
White glove service. Give us a call. Dylan, our phone line's open. Dylan's going to connect them. 888-994-4995. Give Paul a call to book any vacation need, from cruising to sandals. You name it, he can even put a meeting together for it. United Latinas. What's your phone number, Paul?
561-232-2626. 833-232-2626. Short code 80800 Cruise Optics. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
If you can't find him, you're lost.
Paul is everywhere. Who can find Paul? But stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
First and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. Or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Because as we transitioned, I'm still wearing this dress.
It's okay.
Yeah, like that. I feel like the Bionic Woman. But yes, Sandra brought up a good point that she is plant-based vegan, and Tanya says that Sandals has all the requirements and food that you want, depending on what your
Weight
needs
Watchers?
Anything you need.
Mr. Keto.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't do the keto stuff. I could not survive. I tried it for 6 minutes and
You would not be on Weight Watchers if you were there.
No, when I go away on vacation, a Weight Watchers goes out the window.
You go on a lot of vacations. I'm just saying,
I don't go on vacations. I go over to see Gio. I go to Orlando, or I go to the Keys. That's not vacation. That's
What is
like
it?
little pockets of air. You know. This is a vacation.
That's not vacation?
No, man, I'm Italian. I always wanted to go to Boa Boa because of the stupid
Where?
hut thing. Boa
We
Boa.
got it for you.
You know, Bora
You don't have
Bora?
to go that far, right
You
there.
said
I've seen
boa
it.
boa,
I
like
don't
the
ca- Yeah,
snake.
because now I don't care. Now it looks like a snake because I ain't going out there.
Now you just go to Jamaica and they got you covered.
Or St. Lucia.
Or St. Lucia. Or the other one, the two island things.
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
That's where I'm going.
You can swim with the pigs on Exuma. You can
There's-
do a lot of things.
There's pigs in Keiko Keiko?
No, they're actually in the Bahamas.
Okay, so no pigs. It's okay.
That's okay. We have iguanas.
We have dolphins.
Oh, Jesus. I got iguanas too. Let
Oh
me
my
know if you
gosh,
need
they're
any. I'll
amazing.
take them off my roof and I'll bring them to you.
The sandal sounds spectacular. Have you ever been?
No.
And today's Gustavo's birthday.
Today's Gustavo's birthday.
Gustavo, I
Happy
heard
birthday,
you.
Gustavo.
I heard she's taking you for the anniversary and your birthday and everything else. She's taking you there. Uh-huh.
I
heard her
That-
talking
You
to
never
Paul.
know.
You
see?
never know. You just
She can't say on the air, Freddie. I'm gonna kick you right now.
That usually is what my ducks are for, just to throw them across the table. at
Yes,
you.
we got rid of the ducks. We got rid of the ducks. No more ducks.
I was
But
looking
you're
at
all
this
good.
apple here.
And when's your next event?
So July 17th is our next combined event, United Women and United Latinas. So July 17th in Boynton Beach at the Total Wine and More from 11 to 1. We will be doing a workshop there.
About what?
A couple things. I'm going to release that in the next week
Well,
or
what,
two.
what would it typically be based on?
So it's all improvement. So like public speaking, getting women to get up there and start practicing their voices, really start fine-tuning what their message is. So there's different elements that when you put them all together, you kind of come up with your it's all to build confidence. So whether it's framing your message and then now getting up and sharing that, and getting comfortable with that, getting comfortable around a sisterhood of women. There's no judgment there. Everyone's there just to do the exact same thing that you do, is really get it out of your chest, start speaking, start practicing, because We've had this discussion. You can't do anything perfect the first time. Do it 1,000 times, and then you're going to start feeling comfortable. So that's really what I want to do, is get women on stages. I don't care how ready they think they're ready or not. I want to get them on a stage so that they can get it out of their system, because they're going to get better and better and better and better.
Is that your message?
Yeah.
Well, she did a presentation on Spanish. And you wrote about it in Facebook, and I read it.
Yes,
and
yeah.
you were so proud. You says, I got it done.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't perfect.
It's funny because when I'm not, if I'm in and you're starting to talk to me Spanish, I can flow with you and I can have a conversation. But it's funny because not speaking it as my primary, it's you kind of, I start until you're just having a normal conversation with me, then I don't think about it. That's the thing. It's a mindset thing. When you stop letting go of the anxiety of having to think about what you're saying and just kind of be in the conversation, be in the moment, and know what your message is ultimately, you'll flow. We're in our heads too much. We're constantly thinking.
You're filtering it.
You're not. I was going to ask you, because you were telling me about your dad, and you had this whole conversation with your uncles in Spanish.
Spanish, the doctors.
And then you tell me everything in English. Is it hard to have the same conversation, just switch gears?
I think it's just natural.
I have not been around my family in Puerto Rico in a long time. So when he started the first couple of seconds, I was like, whoa, okay, that's it. You can't think English to Spanish. You just got to go.
Yeah.
So I had to answer the questionnaire for my father because they're doing an MRI on him. So he's asking me questions. I said, what the hell? And he says in English, he knew that he got me because he does this on purpose. And then after a while, I started getting him on it because it started to flow. But presentations are one thing, conversations are another. Presentation is difficult because you are thinking about what you want to say and where you want to go, and then your delivery has to be there. I mean, she is a very strong-willed woman, and Sandra sort of fills a room. You feel her passion when she talks, which is one of the things I've always admired about this woman. So to deliver the same passion in Spanish is a trick. And you got to be able to feel that and everything else. It's like everything else. Is when I met Dawn, who's a communications major, right? I mean, you got a master's degree in the whole nine. And she says to me, I ain't going on radio, I got nothing to say. I says, but you're a communications major. You got nothing to say. You went down that road, you got to go do what you got to do. Do it. Mm-hmm. And you never turned around.
You got to do it. But it takes, you remember the first day, though?
Yeah, she sat on her hands.
Pretty much.
And I said, can we go to commercial break? And I came out and says, what's wrong with you? Is there a disease you didn't tell me about? She says, they told me to sit on my hands. Remember? And I said, don't sit on your hands. Now she has wands and she has ducks.
Now there's always something in my hands. But it's different. As Sandra says, it takes more than once. Even in yoga, they say, 5,000 hours of practice till you get it right as part of that practice. How many hours have we got?
Now, do you know that women deliver better in public than men? It's a true fact. If you watch men speakers, including our president, if you watch the way men speak, they are looked upon a different way than women. Women bring out a point. Men have to get to a point.
That's well said. In general. Yeah.
That's well said.
Well, I've been doing this business long enough, and I see body English. I see people who are comfortable and strong. I see people who know their business. I know Paul is one of the best. I can talk about pigs in seas. It doesn't make a difference. This guy finds a niche. I never have to worry about Paul fitting in because he does. And he makes the program better. And that's what this whole thing is about. So as you're bringing these people along, your ladies, you got to bring them out. You got to put them in an uncomfortable situation. Yep. Make them do it.
Yep. You need to bring them here.
Yeah.
And let them
she brings them here a lot.
Be part of this experience because this is family.
Well, we're going to take it on the road. I'm a firm believer that if you take this here is great, but when we go on the road and we meet different challenges, they're going to learn more. I'm going to put them in front of the cameras. I'm going to give them mics. We got the Roku. We got the Amazon. We got our own radio station coming out. That's another thing. That's what they're working on right now. I'm going to go online radio because I don't want no media. I don't want to be sold a media I don't have. I was offered a Roku for $5,000. Remember this? And I said, are you insane?
You see, I send you all the emails she sends me. Now she's down to $3.95.
Yeah, $3.95. Where she should have started to begin with. But the bottom line here is that you're not going to get over on me on the media circuit. Okay, we do television. We are in New York, Atlanta, the whole nine. And I don't like to brag about that because that's just been a voyage. What I want to brag about is a gentleman like this and what you do, and you guys bring it forward. And you educate. And you feel good about yourself for a minute. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel guilty because you're doing something for yourself. Leave the kids home.
Well, that's part of the vacation, the rejuvenation is, you know what? It's okay to rejuvenate you.
Yes, well, there's nothing. The fountain of youth, I have found it. It happens to be in her tub down at this hut place. You go in there, and I guarantee you're going to take 20 years off your life.
Gotta do you. You have to rejuvenate you, right? And take time for you.
Yeah.
And Sandra, what you do with these women, and I know you teased me about tonight's show, about Kita Unleashed. You know why I'm so proud of her?
I'm not teasing you.
It's
I just didn't know
because
anything about it.
Because I went to the meeting without you.
Right, there you
because
have it.
It's another women empowerment thing that we do. But she's ready to take that step. And if you don't help women take that step, they stand up and then what? And when someone says to you, I'm ready to go, and you say, oh, wait, you got to wait a month. You can't. You got to go, okay, let's go. I'll see you there tomorrow. And she says, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she put a presentation together for me last night, and there was a PowerPoint. There were printouts. They were in plastic sleeve covers with
I'm
emojis
impressed.
and dot, 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 and a whole conversation.
I'm
And
impressed.
she put this whole thing together, and she says, I'm standing up and I'm going to do it.
Good.
So I said, let's do it. So she's coming tonight to do it.
I'm looking forward to that. I have to produce it. Now, one of the things I do like is when I meet Paul sits down to have a meeting with me. I says, okay, Paul says, I wanted you to do the breakfast at the cafe, which I think is a brilliant idea. And it's funny because I told this idea to Marcia Teal, who you saw here today.
I had a nice conversation with Marcia.
Marcia does a show called Caregivers Solutions Info, which is a senior circuit.
It's a traveling show.
She is now taking it on a traveling show. And she found out, she says, okay, you do all these remotes. How do I remote in so it doesn't sound distorted? And we said it's going to take a couple of dollars, which she did. And the boxes are in my house. She is going to be remotely with microphones and cups and everything else because everybody watches what you do. And she wants that. So she's going to go to the other 52 manicures in the country. I mean, you talk about a trip.
Arden Court.
That too. Arden Court. What did I say?
Manicure.
Whatever.
But
Arden
they
Court.
are owned by the same company.
But they're all the same company. What are you confusing me for? So they're going to go all around the country doing this thing, and it's going to be heard superbly on the radio, on stream, and everything else, which is a great idea. So don't think small, play big.
And
When
I
you
think
play
breakfast
big, you
is the
get
next step for sure.
Yeah, right. Well, we're working on that because you'll be surprised how intimidating it is for a restaurant in the morning.
How
when you
about cold
say,
pizza?
I love cold pizza.
For breakfast, right? Why
Pizza
not?
time. Let's open up a pizza time.
Let's
We got a lot of friends out there now. If I drop a dime, they'll come on down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Cold pizza for breakfast.
I got it. Dylan, you ready? Mm-hmm.
He's got to pack up for today when we're done here because
Yes,
tomorrow we're
yes.
going to be live at Crazy Uncle Mike's for our 3-year anniversary. You don't want to miss seeing Freddie in his pineapple shirt. I can't wait to see it actually
Where is
in person.
Crazy Uncle Mike's located?
Crazy Uncle Mike's is on Federal Highway just north of Yamato. It is on the east side of the street. It's between Yamato and Linton. It's closer to the Boca side. We're going to be there from 10 o'clock on. Our show is live from 12 to 2. Come out early, network. Free beer for every lunch that you order. We've got our cake being provided by J&D Cakes. It's going to be like kind of TV throwback. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun. But come on out. Have some fun with us. Network. I think we've got Samantha Caprio-Nedgrid's going to be doing her book signing on Rainbow Crystals. I've asked Jolie DeMarco of Flora Aura to come. We'll see if she can make it.
Music?
Come on out. Have some
We have
fun.
music tomorrow?
Yes,
Yes.
we've got Steve-O from New York Sounds coming to do some music.
It
We
will
also
stay.
have El Pique Rican. They're making some delicious, I don't know what kind of Latino
I don't know.
food.
Are we-
El Pique Rican.
Have you?
Why
Do you
not?
like
Yeah,
hot?
look
You
at
like
her.
hot sauce?
I don't like hot sauce.
Ain't gonna say.
You
What
know
kind
what?
of Latina
That's
are
such
you?
a stigma. Like growing up, it's like, oh, you don't like spicy food. What kind of a Hispanic
What kind
are
of
you?
Rican are you?
I know that's
Crazy
messed
Rican
up.
are you?
I'm a Puerto Rican.
She's not
I don't need to
Puerto
like
Rican.
spicy.
First of all, I don't like spicy food either, but I had to eat it because my man was on the set, right?
Yeah.
You should have seen me running out of here. They put ice cubes in my mouth.
Tears down your eye.
I was crying, and they put ice cubes in my mouth, and they wrapped my head in paper towel because I was on fire.
It was on fire.
Oh my
We
God!
did
Which
them all.
one was that one?
I'll show
I
you
should have
which
a
one.
warning
So,
label.
it does.
The Mega Mix, and yeah, those are pretty hot. But come on out, we've had a lot of fun tomorrow, and we really just want to thank you all because it's been 3 years, and we started literally with nothing, 2 little cams in the studio.
That's right.
So now we've got 10 producers that work with us in radio and AM and FM, and this great studio, and the Heart of Delray Gallery, and all
And
of
a lot
your
of friends.
support, and a lot of friends
A lot
along
of friends.
the way.
We've done over 3,000 interviews.
So when people ask if Freddie, do you remember me? Yeah. but no.
No.
So, I remember everyone.
Over
sometimes it
3,000
takes a little
interviews.
bit
I
of
can't.
reminder.
Do you remember the very first person that you booked?
Well, I wouldn't book them, but I do remember my first invoice that I ever actually started in the accounting department.
You remember your first invoice?
I do. I
Well,
can't
what
tell
a
you who it
memory.
was.
Oh, you can't tell me the name though. Do you remember the first person you ever booked?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've always been a real strange person.
I remember the first thing your partner said to me.
No, we don't need to go down that
But
road.
do you remember
Anyway,
the first person we interviewed?
who was it?
I don't remember. That's why I
I
asked
don't
you.
remember. I don't even remember who I interviewed
You
yesterday.
gotta bring out the archives.
Right?
Start
I gotta
doing
go
like a
look in the
little.
archives. I'm gonna see what pops up on my time hop tomorrow.
I'm gonna tell you something. You had Doc come in here today. I forgot I even booked her.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even know who she was for a second. Then I said, wait a minute. It happens. There are people in the street that said, you remember me? No.
But it's all good. So we want to thank all of you because we wouldn't be where we are today without everyone's help and support,
That's right.
including all of our interns
Appreciate
and
it.
producers and all of our guests. So come on out tomorrow, have some fun with us. And of course, Paul, you coming?
I'll be here.
He'll be there. Give Paul a call, 561-232-2626. Sandra, where can people find you?
Number is 908-367-0794.
And when is the meet you're gonna have?
July 17th in Boynton at Total Wine and More, and you can go to the United Latinas on Instagram or on Facebook or on LinkedIn. Everybody should be on LinkedIn.
And if you want to find out more about healthy home upgrade and cleaning your home without toxins, go to Karma Care Laser tonight at 3301 Northwest 2nd Avenue. You're learning about Young Living and Thieves, the essential oil. So we're going to find out more.
Thieves.
Have a great day, everyone. We will see you tomorrow, same time. Praise Uncle Mike. Be kind to each other.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
I don't know if you finished.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact purewavenow.com for your consultation. Pure Wave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. purewavenow.com, 561-965-7777.